Good afternoon. Hi, family. Welcome to this YouTube channel. I'm here. I'm here. Welcome to everyone. I appreciate that you are still here. I must apologize. Life happens and then there are delays. But I'm here. One more installment. We will talk on wealth. And I appreciate feedback that we get, and we'll keep on this topic. Maybe we will have it in between other topics so that people do not really need a lot of information on the wealth, can find something here and there that's relevant to them. So today I'm continuing on the same vein of wealth, and I must mention to say this topic is very broad, and that being the case, I don't think I'll be able to do justice to it online, but I will continue whenever possible to where there are areas that need some attention. So today I'd like to just talk about the cycles of life. And I'm saying cycles because wherever you are in life, you have these turning times in your life. But for our lives, we can just put it into three categories. And I will just try and touch on every part of your wholeness that you need to nurture. In other words, the areas of wealth that we spoke about, to say that the cycles, how does it affect? Okay, so just to mention quickly, cycles of life, there is the youth stage. I look at it as from like 21 to 30, which is like 9 years. It's a good enough time. And I look at it and I say that is the time where you lay a foundation for your life. Whether it is financially, you lay a foundation. Whether it's physically, you lay a foundation. There may be certain areas where you might say, okay, it doesn't really apply. Socially, I have to acknowledge to say from year 1 to year 21, you are already laying foundations. But here and there, you haven't really reached maturity for you to know who you are and to be in control of your destiny. So from 21, you are taken as an adult. So now you really are in charge and you are laying a foundation for your life. Socially, your family, people around you, how do you treat them? Now you are in charge. You are making the decisions. Maybe decisions were made for you previously. Now you make the decisions. Intellectually, now you decide, what do you want to put into your mind? What will be more productive for you if you learn, whatever it's a skill, anything like that that affects your intellect. Your time, your freedom, that is so critical. Like I'm saying, cycles. Now you are the one who will decide how you spend your time, how you categorize your time. It is very important. Generational, it cuts across. So this is very important. Okay, if I were to look at it, like I said, youth, what happens when you are young, when you between those ages? You're coming out of school, you're coming out of university, maybe it's your first job. You need to plan for maturity, plan for retirement. Someone might say, oh, it's still very early, I have all the time. Yes, you do. And at this stage, we say you are laying a foundation because people have been in charge for you. But now, when you look at it, you are the one who's supposed to make those decisions. So you also, as a young person, have all the strength. I'm saying all the strength. Please bear in mind, there's always a caveat when it comes to we have all the time and all the freedom and all the control. Because as Christians, I know that my life is in the hand of God. But let me just say, between that age, 21 to 30, you are strong physically, you have a plan ahead of you, you have a lot of years ahead of you. So all in all, you are in a good position to lay a foundation. Even if there were relationships that were messed up, maybe in your teenage years and whatever, this is the time when you can turn your life around and say, this is what I would like to do as a human being. This is the time where you plan for your maturity. Proper budget. I will not go into it today. And then there is the prime of life. I've put it as from 30 to 60. That is like 30 years. That's a long time. But believe you me, you'll have that time and you wake up one day, you are 60 or you're above 60. This is the time when you build. When you build, you lay one brick at a time. And for instance, financially, between the age of 21 to 30, maybe you have some loans, educational loans. You pay those things. You make sure you finish, you're done with those things. From 30, you are looking at what can you do to make sure that when you reach 60, your life turns out the way you want. Same with the physical health. You started at 21, you eat healthy, you exercise, you do all the necessary things. It's important. You build relationships to make sure that you are balanced as a human being. So this is the prime of life. And if I were to use the seasons of the year as well, this is the summer of life. Maybe we can call it spring. You are looking forward to summer. Now, this is the summer of life. This is where you've planted a bit of things here and there, and you are looking at seeing them grow. Now, that is very important because you are in your prime. Even physically, you are in your prime. You can run and do what you want. You can go where you want because probably even financially, you have some savings that you have put aside. That is the prime of life. And then comes maturity. That is the autumn of life. Now the leaves are beginning to drop. You're beginning to say winter is coming. Even physically, your health may start to tell you that really your body might not be so good. So these are the cycles. Financially, you need, when you get to that point, you need to be set and ready to say, I can live my life without a job or a business. It doesn't mean you now sit and you say you are doing nothing. You still have to do a whole lot. You still have a whole life ahead of you. If God gives you grace to live to be 90, you still have 30 years. So that is why as well, the planning when you are young is important so that whatever you've put away financially can work for itself at that point in time. So please, I'm mentioning these cycles because it's important to look at your life now and see where you fit in. Where if you are in the 20s, you know that you still have a lot to plan, you still have to lay a foundation, you still have to take care of certain things. Financially, you invest, you save money, and we'll talk about that on another session. So let me see whether there's more that I'd like to say today, but I wanted us to just digest that and understand where you are, because anything else that you do and what we might talk about relates to that. It relates to where are you in life. You are in the youth of your life, then you still have a lot. You can plan a whole lot. If you are at maturity, what is it that you can do, even health-wise, even spiritually, etc. Now, there are just 3 principles that I want to mention before I go. These principles are critical because they cut across. They are very critical, especially when it comes to your finances and your planning and the like. First, a principle: spend less money than what you earn. Throughout, spend less money than what you earn. Another principle which is very important: make your money work for you. Now I'm talking finance. I'll be transitioning into finance. Make your money work for you. We will try and engage in that. We work for our money. We are at a stage, especially when you're young, you work for your money, but have plans that say, my money will work for me at some point. Then be prepared for emergencies. Be prepared for emergencies. Financially, that is very critical. But in any situation, for instance, spiritually, you prepare for emergencies by feeding your soul while you do not have an emergency. It is the same in the physical. You have to prepare to say, if this were to happen, if I were to get sick today, do I have a medical aid, or do I have funds saved away for me to take care of myself? Those are emergencies. So in everything, there may be an emergency in your life. There will be emergencies. So you need to think about that. So for today, I'd like to leave you with those. The cycles of life, and also the principles relating to wealth. The cycles of life, which is your youth, your prime life, and maturity. And then when it comes to principles, spend less than what you earn. Spend less than what you earn. And then let your money work for you. At some point, make plans that make your money work for you. And all in all, at the end of it, do plan for emergencies. I hope to see you next time. I might not be dealing with wealth, but I would like to delve into topics that I find necessary, or questions that are raised here and there. But I have enjoyed this, and we will be talking. If you ask any questions, I will delve into that question or into a topic that relates to that question. Thank you so much for being here. Please do not forget to subscribe, to comment, and give me some view as to what are your thoughts, and also share this so that we all can all grow into managing ourselves and making sure that we are holistically well. That is the definition we have for wealth. God bless you.